Level 3 at 3:53 a.m. I just don't know how to feel about this. I mean, we have enough lives now that we hopefully shouldn't need to worry about the game over factor. This looks like it's probably going to be the Karibo Shoe level. Of course, Karibo being the Japanese name for Goomba. And why do I even play? Why am I even? I should just go to bed. I should just go to bed. That's not a mistake. I swear I would make any other day. And it's like, hey, you know what, Andrew? Just in case you're not dead enough, have some Hammer Brothers, but okay. Alright, I swear we're going to get our head back on our shoulders here. We're actually not going to pick that up until we've checked out all these blocks. I still like that they use question mark blocks in the battle game. That's cool. Ah, yeah. Actually, a P-Wing might have actually helped in the last level now that I think about it. Since we're so close to the end, there's kind of no reason to be hoarding all of these items anymore. A P-Wing would have definitely helped us search for the secret doors. Darn it, Andrew, why don't you think about these things earlier? But it's okay. It's actually, there's something kind of, you know, gratifying about beating it the legitimate way. But in this case, we might as well use a Tanuki suit. You know, we're so close to that finish line. I see Aqualum is liking to use the Munchers here. That's fine. Munchers I can deal with. Cheap Cheeps and Waterfalls, not so much. Let's not play like a moron. It's a big thing to, you know, try and do. Yeah, so, wait, no, we've already learned our lesson about that. So even shells can turn Muncher plants into blocks. It's just such a cool little mechanic that, like, it's really funny that was never implemented in the main game. I wonder if I could bounce off a Bullet Bill and get in there, but do I even really want to try at this point? Like, I don't know. It seems like something that Aqualum might do if we die. Maybe we'll break out the P-Wing. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. This guy still comes out even though you're underneath them. Upside down piranha plants are interesting guys. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the Karibo Shoe level. Except I don't... Wow, that worked somehow. I ducked and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get low enough in order to not be hit by him. And I actually was. So, okay, if I go under there and try to hit those, I'm probably going to get trapped. So, whatever. This is going well. Honestly, wow. I was honestly just about to say this exact sentence. Honestly, this level is not too bad compared to the previous ones that we've dealt with in this world. And the exact second that sentence began to come from my mouth, a Cheap Cheep generator started. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, you know what can beat a Cheap Cheep generator? A P-Wing. Let's do this thing. I promised that we would use it. Let's use this thing. I do want to know if you can go on that pipe. It seems like a very kind of pipe that you can go in. But wow, I cannot believe the second I mentioned, you know, this level is not that bad. Let's get stuck in the ceiling, Mario. That sounds like a good idea. That actually just happened. That's pretty amazing. Oh my gosh, Aqualum, can you not make any levels without Cheap Cheeps? I mean, I get it. Difficult levels are cool. I like a challenge. I like you can actually stand on top of that. But at the same time, like, Cheap Cheeps aren't what I would consider a challenge. Cheap Cheeps are exactly what's in the name. Pretty darn cheap. And I mean, yep. I saw that from a mile away, but you know what? It wouldn't be any fun, as mentioned earlier, if we didn't beat this level the absolute fair way. So let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to beat this level, and that's absolutely all there is to it. We're going to go over the top because I don't care about any of your dumb blocks down there. I already have a power-up, and that's all that matters. Sitting beside cannons, not a good idea, as we've learned. Did I actually get past the Cheap Cheep generator? Did it actually stop, or did I glitch it? That's a very good question, but nobody cares. Because we're at the end, and that's what matters. So look at that. What was it, like 2 deaths? Maybe 3? That's how World 5 should have been, the whole thing. But there was some very disproportionate difficulty there. Like that last world, 5-2. That was pretty darn crazy. For like just out of nowhere. This is a crazy level. So when does it end? Was 5-3 the last level, or does it go up to 5-4? I actually don't remember, and I think that's really cool. We've had a Hammer Brother level. We had even a Fire Brother level. You don't usually see that, only in World 2. And then we just had a Boomerang Brother level. It's a Frog Suit, but who even needs that? Get out of here, Frog Suit. Nobody likes you. So that brings us to 5-4. So is this potentially one of the last levels? I don't remember if the tower was done or not. So let's see. Let's see. Hopefully it's nice like 5-3. That's how I'd like every level to be. I mean, not really. Like, again, I liked 5-2 because it was definitely, you know, a nice challenge, and hey, that was actually kind of cool. And I think I'll take that. But, I mean, spending like, what did we spend? Almost like half an hour on that one level or something? It is just too darn late. It's going to be like, by the next time I pick up my phone, which is actually going to be right now, I was going to try and do it without pausing. 3:58. Oh my gosh. I mean, by 3:30, like I've been saying a million times, Late Night Mario 3 was done. So, I played this with the idea that, okay, it's only done up to world, part way through World 5. So if we take that into account and consider that, maybe it should take about half the time that the original Mario 3 took, maybe it will take until 2:30 a.m. at most. And here we are, against all expectations. I mean, not the cheap cheaps, those don't worry. Those are expected by this point. But whoa. I see what I think he wants you to do there. He wants you to take some of the coins around the side and then create a solid platform underneath. But this has surpassed all of my expectations. I had no idea that this was going to take until after 4 a.m. That's just crazy. And hey, Andrew, best video game player there. GG. Bob Ross. I mean, man, and I'm not even listening to the star power, and I forgot how short it lasts. Where's that yellow ogre when you need it? Okay. I don't even know what to say anymore. But yeah, I mean, the star power is so short, but then you have that meter at the bottom. That's really nice, although I always forget that it's there because it's just so non-traditional. So you can kill other things when you're sliding, but you still take a bullet to the face, and nothing can save you from that. Why am I even putting myself through this torture when we have technology here? Okay. Okay, so I mean, the star's kind of pointless. I mean, the idea could kind of be, you get the star, and then there's question mark blocks throughout the level where you can kind of keep regaining star power if you get to them quick enough, but I don't even see that. Like, where's all these question mark blocks? And hey, that was, totally not fair, coming at me from above like that, but you know what? Not even surprised. We have 12 lives, but I can just imagine how quickly they're going to start fleeting. I don't even know anymore. Alright, let's do this. Some 4 a.m. Frog Mario in the house. Or I could totally, just have used that to do that. And then do that. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Don't really approve of that part, so that's where Lakitu's been hiding. Okay. So whatever. We were kind of dumb, but that was actually kind of cool. Hammer Mario in the house. Let's do it! Let's keep Hammer Mario for the rest of the game. That's the plan here. Does Hammer Mario kill bullet bills? If I could actually hit one, that'd be nice. Yeah, he does. Okay, cool. I would love to throw a hammer into Lakitu's face. But that's not going to happen, obviously. Why would that ever happen? Okay. So the plan after this is I'm going to go to bed, and I'm probably just going to stay there for a few years. And hey, how do I land on you? That thing is bounced like mad. And then I take the damage. Like, seriously. Look at these things. I tried to pick up a thing, and it didn't pick up, and then the jump just didn't work. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. We have a good level, and then a level where it's just like Andrew kills himself 1,000 times. Okay. Here's the real shot. Here's the absolute final 100% grand finale of Strange Mario Bros. 3. This will redeem all of the terrible things that I've done tonight because I am just the worst Mario player you have ever seen. Now, see, this is tricky there, picking up a thing like that. And no, don't do that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, actually, I was about to say this is new territory, but it was so long ago that I almost forgot. And there's that cheap generator. Okay, okay, okay. So I get past you. So, I mean, I see what's going on there. Like, there's the P-switch that I predicted. But that will help. Again, that underused ability of this that I never really speak about is of course the statue, but I mean, if you lose freaking Tanuki Mario before you even have a chance to use it. Like, see, I don't know about falling spinies from the sky that I have no opportunity to dodge. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of in, bullet or bombs falling on my head from places that I can't even see territory. So, okay, so I ended the level. Andrew officially beat the level, and he got a star too. That's pretty cool. So, is that the final level then? Yes, it is, because after this point, it actually looks the same. Okay, so I'm just too nice. I'm just far too nice of a person to have actually, be considering going back and trying to see what's in that door forever. Okay, so wow, that guy actually spawns in the exact same place every time. Okay, so there's coins there. Ugh. Like, where could that door possibly lead? How could that door possibly in any way benefit me? We've made it to the end of this hack. We're gonna investigate that friggin' door if it's the last thing I do. I don't care how many times I get killed by this Cheep Cheep. This hack is officially over. Aqualum, you can take your Cheep Cheeps and get freaking lost. I never want to see another Cheep Cheep, another Spiny, another Waterfall, another Note Block, ever freaking again. After 4 AM. Okay, I swear, if I break my my flashcard here by loading the state too many times, this is gonna corrupt all the data. Okay. Okay, so we've kind of got coin heaven going on here. I mean, racking up 1-ups is nice, but it's not... Oh, wait, okay, that came from somewhere. Not really sure where. I'm guessing I can just fall here? No? Okay, fall here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so where's this going to lead? I swear if it, like, leads you... Wow, okay. This is such an interesting side room. I mean, it's kind of a shame that, you know, the hack is over, because I can totally understand the merit of a room like this. Oh, okay, I was very scared there for a second. I was about to take back that. Okay, so that's cool. But, like, not if the hack is over. It doesn't really make much sense. But okay. And there's even waterfalls in here. Please no Cheep Cheeps, though. I would appreciate no Cheep Cheeps in the bonus room. I know that's hard for you to put your Cheep Cheep obsession on the, you know, off to the side for a sec there. Oh my gosh! I wasn't serious. I was not serious. I don't even know if I entered this room when I was a kid. So I have no memory of this room. Oh my gosh, Aqualum! You have a serious problem, or at least, you know, you did back in 1999 or whatever. Maybe this, I think this was like maybe 2000, 2001 when you released this level. Get help! Get help regarding that Cheep Cheep problem, because it's a bonus room! It's not supposed to have enemies! Dear gosh! Like, ugh! And now, what do you even want from me now? Yes! That was a pretty epic bounce! Okay. Okay, can we beat it? Can we beat it now? There's no Cheep Cheep generator. No reason for us to be afraid. We still got the star! That's it! That's Strange Mario Brothers 3. Take that! I mean, I only save stated like 7 times at the end there in order to get to that door. Oh my gosh. You don't know how awesome that just makes you feel. Okay. Yeah, I've done this a million times. What is this even? What is this even? Where have I seen that? Couldn't even save it the final try, Andrew. You stink. But basically, with that said, that brings us to the end of Strange Mario Brothers 3. Just in case you don't believe me, just in case you aren't convinced that as I took my hand off the controller really riskily for a second there, to look that it is now 4:06 AM. Yeah, Aqualum didn't edit this. I mean, of course the graphics are edited, because, you know, it just uses the generic graphics that he edited throughout the rest of the game. And of course that would just naturally also edit the graphics that are used in this area. This is all stuff we've seen in my Late Night Mario 3 run before. And, I mean, again, it looks very nice. Like, even just playing the original Mario Brothers 3 with the graphics that Aqualum edited in is really cool. And I think there might even be a patch on his website that only adds in the graphics. It might be worth investigating. That's the really cool thing about Aqualum's site still being up, is that you can actually look into things like that. So let's go here, and what this would normally do... Don't get killed by that. I would not have been surprised at all if I had gotten killed by that at this point. So let's just look at the upper part of the World 5 map. Did he change it at all? No, he didn't. So yeah, basically no work has been done. But yeah, and even the top left there, nothing has been edited. So that is the conclusion to Strange Mario Brothers 3. Maybe. I mean, I've been contemplating trying one more thing. And I'm probably really going to regret it once I say this, but it would sure be a shame if we let those whistles that we had go to waste. So Aqualum hasn't edited anything past 5-4. We get that. Well, that's actually really interesting. If you use a whistle in World 5, it takes you to the middle row. I could have swore that in Mario 3, if you did that, if you used the whistle in 5, 6, or 7, it took you to 8. That's really cool. But that's okay, because my plan was actually all along to see just what if he had edited anything in World 8, and you know, it's not really a finale of a Mario game unless you fight Bowser at the end. So I'm gonna regret this so bad. Let's go to World 8 and see what's up with that. Every time I say that, I regret it even more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, World 8, go. Has he edited it at all? Yes, he has. Look, he's making it easier for us by just letting us bypass the tank like that. That's rather interesting, but what's up with this? Can you actually still play this level? Of course, that's right. He edited what the airships look like, so I mean the logs are kind of all messed up now. So that of course edits how the tanks look too. I mean, he could have edited that slanted part at the front. So yeah, basically none of these levels are edited, but it's not like we actually have to beat them. It looks like we're actually going to be able to explore a bit more of the world without having to play these levels. I mean, it's so tempting to just destroy myself for the sake of, you know, we've seen this before in another Let's Play I did. It's hard to believe that's been like 3 years ago, I think, now. But let's see. Hopefully we can just, you know, make it a little bit farther. And you really don't get a good bounce off of cannonballs. Man, this is such a change of pace. Playing an actual Mario 3 level, I mean, I know I just played the tower as well, feels so different from playing a level with Acclim in it. I don't have to worry about... whoa, look at that! It doesn't even use the edited graphic there. That's bizarre. Look at that. That's the star graphic from the overworld. What would cause that? That's really interesting. It must have something to do with this tile set that he never edited. But I was about to say, you know, there's no sign of some forbidden enemy which we shall not speak. But it seems like every time I bring that up, that enemy seems to appear out of nowhere. So we're actually not going to do that. But okay, we're almost at the end. We should be almost at the end, I think. But yeah, just wow, you know, having to deal with like one enemy at a time, I'm not used to that sort of thing. That's just not the sort of thing that these last 4 hours have like, you know, set my mind up for. It's just insane. Like, I can stand here without the worry of a Spiny being dropped on me, without the worry of a Cheep Cheep coming out of nowhere and killing me, without the worry of a waterfall, you know, somehow sucking me into the depths. It's just crazy. And it's so bizarre playing a real Mario 3 level after all that. Alrighty then, let's see how this works. We're cheating it up. I mean, this is normally a pipe that only is really any good after, yeah, because usually you need the lock in order to get anywhere, but Acclim is actually allowing us to skip parts of World 8. But what his motivations behind that are is rather curious, considering you're never actually supposed to get here anyway. Can we get across here without being sucked in? No, we cannot, of course! See, I don't agree with that. I don't know. I guess I kind of ran into his face, but I feel like that should have been a hit. Okay. Wow, we're really gonna be put through the ringer. You know, we're just supposed to be checking out World 8, doing a quick glance past it, not worrying too much about any of these shenanigans. But no, we're gonna be forced to play even all the sub levels, aren't we? Aren't we, Acclim? I swear, you know, you're probably watching this Let's Play and laughing at me. I wonder if you'll find this. I feel like I've had this discussion hours ago, but my brain is understandably a little bit fried. That'd be really cool though if he did. He probably doesn't expect anybody to play his Let's Play so long, or play his hack so long after being released and not touched anymore, which is really sad. It is really sad. I mean, it never got done, but I mean, hey, I'm not really one to talk considering I have a hack that's done up to World 8 on my computer, and it may never see the light of day, which is very sad considering I'm really proud of some of the levels that I made. Although the more time goes on, the more I look back and I'm like, I don't know if I agree with 2009 Andrew on that design decision. Wow, it really hurts to think that Super Mario Omega 2 started back in 2009. And this came to such an unfortunate crashing halt around like 2012, 13 maybe? I had high hopes for that thing. I'm considering like just kind of putting it out there and saying, hey, anybody who wants to, you know, help me finish this, let's do it. But who would ever do that? I'm just some guy who made a silly hack back in 2009 that, you know, who is this guy even? What is a Higgs Bay? Nobody knows. Higgs Bay? No one even is concerned with that anymore. Or you know, you mean Andrew. Andrew, no Higgs Bay to be found here. Who's that guy? Oh wow, that breaks that lock, so which pipe do we even want to go in here? This is the interesting thing. I wonder if Acclim would mind if people took Strange Mario Bros. 3 and kind of continued to work on it. Because I mean, it's just there's just so many cool resources here, like the graphics and just other things. It is a shame for it to go to waste. Like, you know, 15 years after it was last worked on, is there some kind of, you know, maybe thing that says, you know, maybe it enters the realm of anybody can use it now? You know, kind of like Ace Attorney, where you have the statute of limitations or whatever. Where, I mean, yeah, if you can commit murder and not be caught for 15 years, and then the case be, like, put away forever, never to be, you know, worried about again, you should be able to, like, steal somebody's ROM hack after 15 years. Now, I don't mean steal, obviously. I mean, if anything, honor the really beautiful work that Aqualum did by, you know, maybe completing those last few worlds, since they're very likely never to be touched by him again, unless of course, you know, he does, you know, post in in the comments of this video saying, I totally plan to finish Strange Mario Bros. 3 one day, maybe, you know, 2030, 2040, give or take. I wonder if he maybe has, like, a version of it on his computer even, where he did a little bit more work, but never bothered to update it on his site. That would be really cool. Maybe we should all bug him about that. We could see some, you know, unreleased Strange Mario Bros. 3 content. That would be awesome. But man, it's really not giving us a break. I mean, it looked like he was going to let us skip part of World 8, and I was getting really excited about that. But, now it seems like we kind of have to do all the hard work ourselves. So, what I think we're going to do is, since everybody has seen this before, and if you want to see World 8 again, I don't know. I mean, even then it feels like a cop-out, skipping World 8. See, this is why I regret the things that I say so early in the morning. Andrew, why do you even speak ever? Why am I going for a 1-up, which will probably not matter? Who needs lives in the original Mario Brothers 3? What is it? Only, you know, lives are only relevant in ROM hacks these days. Who even needs them? Okay, so, with that said, wow, okay, well, no, I kind of just toasted myself there. I mean, I could probably actually get still. Yeah, Mario jumps really high in Mario 3, which is pretty darn cool. Okay, okay, see, I have the skills in Mario 3 still, don't you deny it. Star, we could actually still get one more star because there's one more level to go. So we're gonna do that. What the heck, we'll beat it on screen. What's an interesting story that I can tell everybody today? I wonder. I mean, actually, I've already told way more interesting stories. I mean, a lot of them, I think earlier on in the night. Wow, man, remember back when I got stuck in World 1? That was a thing. That was hours ago. Like, it feels like it was like a billion years at this point. I am just done. What time does my clock say now? 4:15 in the morning. I don't even know, like, do I even go to bed at this point? Well, what do you do? When you've reached that point where you've stayed up so late that it, like, the sun's pretty much coming up, like, do you just kind of stay up after that? Or do you actually try to go to bed and then wake up at like 2 p.m. But hey, that's a nice way to finish off. A star. 3 stars, we'll take that. And now, with that said, that's going to bring us to the castle, but sure would be a shame to waste that. So hey, let's do that thing and skip right by it. Nobody needs to do that. I think we the World 8 Fortress is the one with all of the doors, and you know, this is just me saying this, but I think we've had more than enough adventures with crazy doors tonight than, you know, anybody needs in a lifetime. So if you, hopefully everyone else agrees with that. And with that said, it's tech time! Alright. Got some broken graphics there once again, but hey, what else? You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's a tank level, and, you know, I would laugh really hard if, you know, even though Aqualum hasn't edited this level at all, he added like a cheap generator in halfway through. I think I would just die right now. I mean, I'm already pretty dead considering he added a cheap generator into a freaking bonus room. Like, that takes some pretty high level of obsession right there to do that. But I would just laugh if he, you know, he didn't really touch hardly anything in World 8, but he added in a cheap generator. Maybe Bowser's battle room will have a cheap generator in it. That would absolutely kill me. That would just be the funniest thing I've probably ever seen. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. And yeah, you just kind of stand there. Yeah. See, this is what I mean by just how boring the original Mario 3 is. I was expecting that to be thrown way higher. is usually they throw them with kind of an arc, but that was kind of silly of me. Just as I was saying how boring the original Mario 3 is. I guess that's what I get. Karma sucks, but okay. It's the final world, it's the final level, it's the final Tanuki suit. Let's do this thing. I believe when I did this in my late night Mario 3 run, I actually had the Hammer Brothers suit. And it was really cool because I killed Bowser with hammers, so if I had been smart, because, I had been thinking about doing this for some time, despite the fact, I'd been thinking about doing this at the beginning of the night, and then it got really late and I was thinking, maybe I won't bother beating World 8. But then I was really big dork and said that I was going to do it anyway. I should have really kept that hammer suit and we could have beaten Bowser with it again. That would have been pretty funny, but oh well. But basically the lesson to be learned here is just never ever ever play games this late in the morning. Like, I was really silly for thinking that this... Like there's no reason to think that a less than 5 world ROM hack is going to take you longer to beat than in the entirety of an 8 world game. Like, it's just insane. It's just insane, but we've all learned our lesson tonight, and I really, really, really hope that you have all enjoyed this. Despite my crazy rambling, and how downhill my performance kind of went once we hit World 8, I apologize for that greatly. I hope that you still found it interesting. I wasn't expecting it to go that low, actually, wow. And I hope that you really enjoyed, just seeing how cool this ROM hack is. Aqualum is just an absolutely incredible person. He created this hack. He created the tool to make this hack. He created Aqualum's board, which is the reason... Well, actually, no, Aqualum's board isn't the reason that I found this hack. I mean, his website is the reason that I found it. But Aqualum's board is really one of the main reasons that I ended up getting in the ROM hacking. In addition to this hack, Aqualum, I mean, you kind of really shaped a big part of my future. And that's incredible, so thank you so much for that. I've just, I've done some incredible things thanks to you. I've met some incredible people thanks to you. And I've had a lot of fun thanks to you. So if you happen to, come across this, whether it be soon, whether it be, 60 years in the future, thank you very much. I really appreciate all that you've done. So this room actually looks kind of cool. The edited graphics actually fit really well, along with what he did. I mean, yeah, you did some great work, Aqualum. You did some very good work. And just like that. Did the game freeze? No, it didn't. Well, it's actually just really kind of broken. That's funny. I think that the music is still playing. Oh yeah, okay, so it's not actually broken. So, because of all the, I guess, editing he did, the credits are totally broken. We may be the very first people to ever see the Strange Mario Bros. 3 credits. Because, I mean, who would probably put other than Aquaman himself, probably. But, I mean, I can't imagine many other people would probably bother putting in the effort that once, the hack ends, to use the whistles, which they may or may not have even found, to then beat World 8. I mean, we just beat World 8 in record time. And we beat it pretty legitimately, too, with the exception of the boat level, which, whatever, we skipped that. But, I mean, otherwise, we beat the 2 tank levels. We beat, I think, 2 out of the 3... No, I think we ended up beating 1 of the sub-world levels. We beat the airship level. We beat level 1 and 2. And we beat Bowser's Castle. So, we, just for the heck of it, that's how fast you can beat a world in the original Mario Bros. 3. But then when it comes to Strange Mario Bros. 3, it's like, an hour later, it finally ends. And with that said, Strange Mario Bros. 3 is complete. I know this is the first thing I've done in a long time, but I really hope that everybody enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making it. What is the official time here? 4:23. From 12 a.m. to 4:23, 4 hours and 23 minutes. That's how long it took us to beat this crazy hack. And I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did, despite the fact that I am just dead tired. And I actually, in some ways, don't even know how I made it this far. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that. Definitely check out the hack yourself. Check out other Mario 3 ROM hacks. I mean, everyone always puts kind of Mario World ROM hacks in the limelight because there's just so many cool things that you can do with Mario World. But Mario 3 deserves a lot of credit too. There's some really cool ones out there. So please, don't forget about them and check them out as well. Thank you, Aqualum, for all this. Hope you I mean, I'm about to say, wow, I hope you enjoyed it. If you ever find this, I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, hope to see you all again for something soon. So thanks, and see you later. It's the end with about a bajillion X's at the bottom. That's what we got. See you, everyone.